So, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to the wire with Venus Rahu in the 12th house as a conjunction. And obviously, if you don't know if you have this particular conjunction, what sign and nakshatra is in, along with all your astrological details, you can go to karasastrology.com where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Magha Vedic Astrology Academy, where I've uploaded a lot of videos related to Jupiter retrograde. Recently put a milk remedy and Ketu third from Saturn, explaining that, especially even with billionaire charts. So, Venus Rahu in the 12th house. Man, this is, if you can somehow implement this in your life, this can be a life-changing conjunction for you. See, the thing is, I don't know where to even start. Because see, 12th house, what is the 12th house? 12th house is a house of expenses, which is also considered losses, right? So like, for example, if somebody invests in a market, what are they doing? They're incurring losses. From their bank account, they took $5,000 and they put it in the stock market. That's a loss for right now. But 12th house is investments, which is the place of Vishnu and Lakshmi coming together. So that loss returns with not only the gains that you had, but more. But then patience is required with the 12th house of investment. Why? Because who's the Karka of the 12th house? It's Saturn. It's not Jupiter. It's not Venus. It's Saturn. Think about it. Why was Saturn given the significance of the 12th house? Because it's the house of investments. Saturn says if you have patience, you'll get it. You'll get more than what you want. If you have impatience, meaning you invested money 4 or 5 months ago, and now the stock is down 40%, and you're like, oh my God, let me take my losses and get out. Well, in 3 years, that stock from where you invested is now 5x. And you're holding your pockets empty. And I know a lot of young people are so into cryptocurrency. Like they actually want me to open up in options on my website saying, can you open up an option for investing in crypto investing? I'm like, no, stupidest idea. 99% people will fail in it. That will be the easiest consultation. You want to invest in this? No. Can you do trading? No. Okay, so 12th house, and there's a reason behind I'm saying this, because now Venus and Rahu are in the 12th house. See, Rahu is trying to expand everything connected with the 12th house. And in expanding Venus, everything connected with the 12th house, what happens is there's two tendencies that can happen. Either a person will become a wasteful spender. Like without thinking, one will spend. Why? Because your money, which is Venus, finds moksha in the 12th house. Rahu is accelerating that. So one can become a spender without investing. On the other hand, this can make you extremely wealthy if you do the right thing. Because Venus in the 12th house will show. First of all, a person naturally will be interested in vehicles, exotic vehicles, space, understanding space. Okay. One will have a tremendous desire because see, Venus Rahu in the 12th house, you will see a person is very attracted towards money. This is not like moksha and all that. But rarely you'll find charts where a person is doing sadhana and wanting to go towards moksha with Venus Rahu. Venus Rahu is like, I need to get this and need to get this now. Why is that? Because look where third from Venus is. What is third from Venus in Rahu? Second house of wealth. Earning and collecting that money. The ambition is your third house. Ambition is becoming overwhelmingly attracted towards accumulation of wealth. How do you do this? Number one, with Venus Rahu in the 12th house, marriage becomes very important. Now, especially if it's in Pisces, usually a person can, like in a male's chart, a wife can come from a very wealthy family, okay, or family of scientists. On the other hand, also, you will notice this, especially in a male's chart. When your wife goes shopping for luxury things, let's say she wanted to get herself a Louis Vuitton bag. When she gets the Louis Vuitton bag, within that same month, not only you make that money back, but even more. Because Venus is wife. And Venus is with Rahu, which is extravagant nature of Venus. 12th house is spending. 12th house is where originally Venus is exalted. That means luxury spending. Luxury spending. Allowing your spouse to spend. I know many husbands will be like, oh no, no way. This is what I say. Don't trust me, test me. Once in a while, and especially not wife spending her own money. No, let's say you are a husband and wife team. Both you are working, right? One is working in Meta, the other is working in Google. You both are making your money. But when you give your money to the wife, that hey, go out shopping today. And especially shoes. You will see how wealth helps you. And especially such a person, whether it's a man or woman, wear the best luxury name brand shoes. That is going to help you immediately accelerate your ability to either get wealth or get knowledge of investing. Because wealth is also especially created through investing. Okay. Now, one thing you want to make sure of is certain years you shouldn't buy shoes, which is going to have to seen through either Tajika chart or Varshafal chart, not Tithi Pravesh chart. So certain years, yeah, never. This is why you must have noticed when I have given you some of your readings, I'm like, oh, buy shoes. But then I'm like, oh, no. Good thing I checked. Because within 15 days, for a whole year, you cannot buy shoes, especially leather shoes, because that will bring major issues in your career. So outside of that, if you get shoes, helps you. Why? Because 12th house is feet. What do you do on your feet? Wear socks, wear shoes. Venus is what? Luxury. Rahu is what? Rahu is expanding that part. On the other hand, you will see if, let's say, and this will happen, within the 12th house, naturally a person will like to find release from marriage. There comes a point with Venus and Rahu conjunction, a person wants to just not deal with marriage, not deal with material gains, cannot stand extravagancy, cannot stand people showing off. It is part of this particular conjunction in the 12th. Now, everybody has their own choice. They can follow it. But especially if you're a family person and you've got a responsibility, okay, and you know you want to escape, but at the same time you've got to make money, you want to use your intelligence here. That I have to, until 60, 65, I need to be immersed into that material gains, and then I can do whatever I want. Unless, of course, Ketu's in the 4th house, then you're definitely going to leave. But of course, then Rahu won't be in the 11th house or 12th house. Usually Venus is in the 12th, Ketu's in the 4th. A person will want to leave home and just be in isolation. And of course, Venus, Rahu in the 12th, definitely we ensure that a person will either have to cross a bridge, river to meet their spouse, even if they're in the same country. most of the time spouses going to be waiting for you in foreign lands will be of a different culture, ethnic background, different sect, get different caste. And the thing is, if you don't align with that, then it becomes a trouble. Meaning, like, no, I need to marry somebody in my same caste, same thing. Okay. Because now what are you doing? You're no longer aligned with Venus Rahu. You're aligned more with Saturn and Jupiter. And especially because Venus Rahu is in the 12th house, and you will see if Saturn is somehow around this planetary conjunction, you will see a person can do extremely well in business connected with shoes, alcohol, including even going into like investment business, like somebody who becomes a investment advisor. Because of course, planets around this conjunction will not just alter, but determine a different path to get to your Venus Rahu. Okay. And yes, you will see with Venus Rahu, there will be this bit of eccentricity, especially with the wife or older sister. Like the ideas that they have, the things that they want to produce, the things that they want to achieve in life are like sometimes too out of the ordinary. Including this person too, if let's say Venus becomes your Atma Karka, Venus is with the ascendant lord in the 12th. This person cannot settle by doing something normal. Their ability to make money is something about changing the environment, changing the scope of the globe. They think in a too high and big of a manner to achieve their goals. Why? Because Rahu is somebody who wants to look out for the environment. Rahu is somebody who wants to save the environment. And Venus is that energy that finds itself at the feet of Vishnu in the 12th house. It surrenders. It surrenders to the divine. And so Rahu and Venus here shows even the most materialistic person will have ambition to change something related to the environment. And you will also see this with trine also. Venus being in trine with Rahu. And on the other hand, now, this is the thing about this Venus Rahu. See, Rahu enhances the non-living significance of the planet it sits with and brings about issues in the living significance of that planet. Meaning, it is going to enhance your wealth here and investments, okay? Or it's going to give a perfect health to either your wife, your elder sister, or you, if especially Venus becomes the ascendant lord. It's never going to give you two things at the same time. So either, let's say, marriage, the interactions of the marriage just is, whatever, blank. You both are living in the same house and there's no camaraderie, there's no desire to approach it, but yet the money's coming in. You're going to have to choose one. And it's not something dramatically bad. Oh my God, it's completely lost. No, it's just kind of like your old parents. Your parents who got married in 50s, 60s, 70s, how that marriage was growing up. That's how it's just going to be. There will be some form of that loss of that significance. But again, in this day and age, you would rather have a distance living in the same home with the spouse, and yet you're living in a 9-bedroom mansion, than to have extreme closeness and you're wondering how are we supposed to pay this huge electricity bill that is coming up next month. Choose your fight, like they say in Mortal Kombat. Now, of course, the degree-wise if Venus is ahead or in the behind Rahu, and behind Rahu will make a difference. Okay. Either the wife is bringing in something with her, or wife and money are approaching something. Okay, so that becomes a bit of a difference there. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Venus Rahu in the 12th. We'll start with Venus Ketu next video. And then if you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss this type of videos. And if you want to know everything about your chart, go to karasastrology.com. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.